I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. A warm front lifting north keeps our highs more seasonal in the upper 80s to the mid-90s through the weekend. Late-day thunderstorms developing near a cold front in northwest Nebraska and over eastern Nebraska continue to track to the southeast. This evening through the overnight, storms could be severe with large hail and wind gusts up to 60. Central and eastern Nebraska locations that are along and north of Highway 92 are in a slight risk of severe storms, that level 2 of 5. All other areas along and north of I-80 and in southeast Nebraska are in the lower marginal risk, a level 1 of 5. Thunderstorm chances more widespread late tomorrow through tomorrow night when that cold front drops farther to the south. All of Nebraska to northern Kansas are in the lower marginal risk of severe storms. As the ridge of high pressure builds north, heat and humidity increase next week, with feels-like readings in the low to mid-100s. Widespread highs in the 90s are likely for Monday through Thursday, possibly some low 100s on Monday and Tuesday for southwest Nebraska and northern Kansas. Monday through Thursday, we could still see a few late-day and nighttime thunderstorms. July ends with plenty of heat in our long-term forecast. Warmer than normal temperatures are likely for Nebraska and Kansas Wednesday through the end of the month. The hottest time looks to be next weekend through July 31st. Nebraska rainfall during the mid to late part of next week, near normal, while Kansas is slightly below normal. Below normal rainfall predicted next weekend through July 31st for all of Nebraska and Kansas, especially along and south of I-80 in west and central Nebraska and the western half of Kansas. In the outlook for the month of August, Nebraska and Kansas are projected to see seasonal to slightly warmer than normal temperatures. Rainfall across Nebraska and Kansas next month indicated to be mostly near normal, while the Panhandle to north central Nebraska are slightly drier than normal. During the months of August through October, Nebraska and Kansas expected to be overall warmer and drier than normal. Key weather factors influencing the markets include the Corn Belt's favorable weather continuing and localized dryness in the Pacific Northwest, Europe, the Black Sea region, and Australia. The next few days, the western heat builds eastward, reaching the central and southern plains into the southeast. Early next week, highs near 100 should occur along and south of a line from Kansas to South Carolina. Rain diminishes beneath the heat dome. Rain and thunderstorms remain active, though, from the northern plains into the Midwest and the Mid-Atlantic, with rainfall of 1 to 3 inches or more in many locations. Across the Pacific Northwest, drought deepens the rest of the month, stressing spring wheat for the rest of its life cycle. Towards the Canadian prairies, some areas are likely to stay too dry, greatly reducing production of wheat and canola in the reproductive and filling stages. Manitoba is the driest, while better conditions are in much of Alberta and central Saskatchewan. Eastern Europe continues to see favorable scattered rain the next day or two. Western Europe is much hotter and drier, which is stressing the end of filling wheat and developing to reproductive corn. More favorable rainfall is expected in Western Europe this weekend into next week, along with milder temperatures the rest of the month. In the western Black Sea region, scattered rain is likely to continue to miss southwest Russia, while corn is in the developing and reproductive stages. Australia's rain chances Sunday into early next week help somewhat with drought in many wheat and canola areas, but more consistent rain is needed for the upcoming reproductive stages. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.